Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and today I want to review this gorgeous wig for you, which is called Laguna Beach by Belle Tress in the color Crushed Almond Blonde-R. Now, if you want to know how the color is composed, what special features she has, how the cap looks from the inside, and how I like her, then stick around and let's get started. So every year, my good intent is not to buy that many new wigs because, let's face it, I have so many and I really can't wear them all. And then I have my favorites that I keep wearing all the time and others that are always in the box. And I always think, don't spend all that money on wigs. There is more in life than wigs. And then I see a new style and I think, oh my God, I really have to have this. And with this one here, I'm really glad I decided to get it because I'm absolutely in love with it, over the moon from the very start. I think it's such a gorgeous style and it's just perfect, and I will tell you why. It's from the City Collection by Belle Tress, and it was actually one of the very first styles that came out in the California Cities Collection, of course. And many of you might know that I had some issues in the very beginning with the first two styles I got from the City Collection and wasn't that happy, but all the issues have been resolved and all the styles I got ever since are just great. I love them all and the fibers are just amazing, and I'm really glad I waited for a newer batch of this style here because now this is also perfect and I didn't have any problems at all when I wore it. And I've worn it for 2 full days, so I can also tell you something about how it wears. Now, why do I think it's a perfect style? I think it has the perfect length. You know, it's longer, it's a little over shoulder length, but it's not super long. As you know, I'm wearing everything up to 23 inches. And I also love the long ones, but this one here is perfect for everyday wear. It has gorgeous layers, which means it doesn't hang down super flat, but you can really fluff it up. And that wave pattern, oh my God, I think it's so beautiful and gorgeous. And then that color. Guys, I think this is my new favorite Belle Tress color, at least from the City Collection, but we'll get to the color at the end of the video, as always. So, I think it just looks absolutely gorgeous, and of course it has the perfect special features, and somehow they're even more perfect in this style here, and it's just so well done. And I've been getting compliments all day long, and even my friends who know that I'm wearing wigs just said, wow, this one is so gorgeous and so perfectly done. And I think they are right. It has, of course, an extended lace front and a left mono or lace part. And as always, I'm going to show you this from up close. Now, that lace front is just perfect in my opinion. The density is perfect. It's not too lightly and not too heavily knotted. And it just looks so good. And then it is extended all the way down to here, really far down into the ear tab. And especially that part here looks so extremely realistic. And also the lace part is done really well. I hope you can see it. You can see through to my scalp, and I didn't have to plug or anything. You can just wear it out of the box if you like. You just remove the zigzag part, give it a little bit of lift. That's all I did. With my blow dryer, I give it a little bit of lift and I set the part with heat, and that's it. And then of course I shook it out well and fluffed it up, and it's so super light. It's just gorgeous. And you could really wear this out of the box. And when it arrived at Perückenglück, my favorite online shop where I order all my wigs, I asked my friend Silke to try it on and take a picture for me. And she did, and I'm going to show it to you. That's how it looks straight out of the box. And she was also absolutely thrilled and said, you know, this is really wearable straight out of the box. And I think she's right. But of course it looks even better once you brush it out a little and give it a good shake. And then it looks like this. Alright, now let me show it to you from all sides, and after that, of course, as always, also outside in natural daylight. Isn't it just gorgeous? Do you love it as much as I do? Do you have it? Is it on your wish list? Did it just make your wish list? Please let me know in the comments below. I'd really love to know. Now the cap fits true to average, I would say. I didn't have to do anything with the adjusters. I just put it on straight out of the box and it fits perfectly on my head. Now, I always say that the caps run a tiny little bit smaller than they used to in the cafe collection, but it's still very stretchy and would also accommodate a little larger head. But just be aware that it's just a tad smaller than it used to be, but we have such better caps now than in that cafe collection. So I think it really was worth the change. And as always, let's have a look at the cap from the inside. So here's the cap from the inside. Here you can see that gorgeous lace front that is extended all the way down into the ear tabs and then seamlessly goes into that lace part that goes all the way back to the crown and is also pretty wide. On the side she has felt covered ear tab with metal stays inside, and the rest of the cap is open wefted. She has an extended nape and adjustable straps with Velcro. So all in all, this is a very well made, high quality cap. Now the fibers are of course Belle Tress's new and improved heat-defined fibers, and I absolutely love them. They are so soft and so lightweight, and the only thing I noticed, especially on this style here, it has quite a lot of flyaways. But you know, that's really no big deal. You can use some hairspray or some wig wax, you know, to get them out of your face, and every hair that still keeps hanging in my face, I just go ahead and pull it out. And I keep pulling them out until all those stray hairs are gone and nothing is bothering me anymore. And believe me, on a wig, a bunch of fibers or also 2 or 3 dozen fibers really won't make a difference. It still has enough fibers. Although the density really isn't high on this one. You know, the fibers feel incredibly light. You really don't have the feeling you're wearing a wig in that length. It's so lightweight. And generally, the new Belle Tress fibers tangle even less than the old fibers. Of course, that's always dependent on the length of your hair and what you wear. If you wear your hair open in the summer or in the winter, when you wear turtlenecks and knitted sweaters and stuff, and then you have more friction and the fibers will tangle and fray a little faster than in the summer on bare skin. But nevertheless, it really wears well. And of course, you should detangle after every wear using a wide tooth comb. And if it doesn't go well, also some detangler, of course. But I really love those fibers. Now, does this style have permatease? As you know, Belle Tress is known for using hardly any to no permatease at all. This one here doesn't have any permatease in the back, on top, at the nape. Just a tiny little bit I can feel on the sides, you know, for some volume here, but it's really just a very, very little amount and nothing worth mentioning. So the density also isn't high. It has a low to medium density, rather on the low side, since it's really such a light wig. And all in all, I think this looks and feels extremely natural. Alright, now let's have a look at that gorgeous blonde outside in natural daylight. Isn't that color just gorgeous? I mean, I also like the milkshake blonde, but this Crushed Almond Blonde-R here, which has the color code 1417-101 plus 18, is just amazing. Belle Tress describes the color as a cool tone, and the description goes, it's a creamy, cooler blend of light to medium sandy blonde with chunky highlights of light ash blonde and platinum, creating a soft, neutral light blonde with a light and medium blended root color. And if we have a short look at the color codes, the 14 and the 17 are a light and medium ash blonde, the 101 is the lightest platinum blonde, and the 18, which is the root color, is a dark ash blonde, or some manufacturers also call this the lightest ash brown. And like I said, I also love the milkshake blonde, which has an 8 root, just as my favorite Raquel Welch color, Shaded Biscuit, but I kind of gravitate more and more towards preferring a lighter root. And I just love the 18 as a root color, which is in a number of colors that I wear. And I just think it still looks dark in the contrast to the very light blondes, but it's not as harsh as the 8. And I just prefer that color, which makes the Crushed Almond Blonde-R my new favorite Belle Tress color in the City collection. Alright, that was my review of Laguna Beach. I hope you liked it and it's helpful. If you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to my channel because it really helps my channel and I'd be so grateful. And as you know, there's a new video coming each Friday. Now, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you're well, stay that way, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Take care, bye-bye. Style, I think it has... Jesus. Excuse me. When it arrived, then of course you have more friction. Excuse my voice. And of course you should detangle after everywhere. After every but now if you'd like to see more styles from the gorgeous, do you love as a now if you'd like to see more styles from the City collection, why not have a look at this video here, or also this one here, or you just watch them both.